You are growing up, isn't it? If not, you are surely growing up as a Java programmer. So your code should be capable of taking decisions. In the previous video, we started learning about operators. In this video, we will learn more about operators and start with conditional statements. We discussed about arithmetic operators. Here, the increment operator provides a more convenient way to increase the value of a variable by 1. So instead of using this statement, you can use this increment operator. Similarly, the decrement operator is used to decrease the value of a variable by 1. These two operators can be used in either of the two forms, prefix or postfix. In the prefix form, the operators appear before the operand, and in the postfix, the operator appears after the operand. Now, let us have a look at how these two forms work. I have declared two variables, x and y, and initialized them. X is having a value 2 and y is having 3. And then I am printing these values on the screen. First, let us simply write x++ and run this program. You can see the value of x is incremented by 1. And if we write ++x and run the program again, we will see the same output. You might be thinking, what is the difference between these two? When you use these operators in some assignment statement, then you can make out the difference. So let me make some changes and now run this program. Since we are using the prefix increment operator ++x, so first x will be incremented by 1, it will become 3, and then it will be stored in y. And so we are getting these values. If we use the post increment operator x++, then first the current value of x is assigned to y, and then the value of x is incremented. So y gets the value 2, and then the value of x becomes 3. Similarly, you can use the two forms of decrement operators, prefix and postfix. Now, let us understand what are conditional statements. Conditional statements are the statements which help the program to take decisions. There are various conditional statements, but we will learn if-else statements now and have a look at other statements later. This is the syntax of if-else statements. Here, if is a keyword followed by the condition within the parentheses. If this condition is true, the statements within this block will be executed. And if this condition is false, the statements under else block will be executed. Now let us check some condition. This will compare the value of right side and left side operand. So in this case, it will check whether the value of x is equal to 2 or not. If it is 2, it will give an output true. So the statement within this block will be executed. And if I change the value of x to 4, then this condition is false. And then this statement will be executed. If you have only one statement within these blocks, you can ignore writing these curly braces. It will make no difference. If you want to check more than two conditions, you can use one or more else if statements after the first if statement. Suppose I want to check whether x is 0 positive number or a negative number. So I will write else if x is greater than 0, then print x is positive, and else print x is negative. So I can change the value of x and see the different outputs.